Dear friends, in this video lecture, let us discuss on the Indian perspectives on child rights. The UN Convention on the Rights of the Child 1990 defines a child as all people under the age of 18 unless by law maturity is attained at an earlier age. In India, traditionally the responsibility for care and protection of children lies with the parents. Children have been the recipients of welfare measures in the Indian society. It has been a need-based approach to care of children and certainly not the rights-based approach in earlier times. Culturally, children's opinions were not heard or given importance. It was during the 20th century that the concept of child rights emerged and the focus shifted from welfare approach to rights-based approach, and this transition from welfare approach to a rights-based approach in the government and civil is evolving with the time. This shift in approach is mainly concerned with the issues of social justice, non-discrimination, equity and empowerment. In the rights-based approach, children are viewed as citizens entitled to all that has been promised to them under the Constitution of India and the United Nations Children's Rights Charter 1989. The resolve to uphold child rights is reflected in the various provisions of Indian Constitution. Let us see one by one. Article 14 says, the state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the laws within the territory of India. Article 15 says the state shall not discriminate against any citizen on grounds of only religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth or any of them. Article 15.3 says, nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any special provision for women and children. Article 21a says or promotes free and compulsory education for all children from the age of 6 to 14 years. Article 23 promotes prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor. Traffic in human beings and beggars and other similar forms of forced labor are prohibited, and any contravention of this provision shall be an offence punishable in accordance with the law. Article 24 says no child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory or mine or engaged in any other hazardous employment. Article 39 says, the state shall in particular direct its policy towards securing the following: that the health and strength of workers, men and women, and the tender age of children are not abused, and that citizens are not forced by economic necessity to enter vocations unsuited to their age or strength. That children are given opportunities and facilities to develop in a healthy manner and in conditions of freedom and dignity, and that childhood and youth are protected against exploitation and against moral and material abandonment. Article 45 promotes provision of early childhood care and education to children below the age of 6 years. Article 47 upholds the duty of the state to raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living and to improve public health. Article 51A promotes fundamental duty of parents or guardians to provide opportunities for education to his child between the age of 6 to 14 years. There are certain national policies which promote children's rights. The major policies and legislation formulated in India to ensure realization of child rights and improvement in their status include the following: National Policy of Children 2013, The National Policy of Children 2013 reiterates India's commitment to safeguard, inform, include, support, and empower all children within its territory and jurisdiction, both in their individual situation and as a national asset. The state is committed to take affirmative measures, legislative, policy, or otherwise, to promote and safeguard the right of all children to live and grow with equity, dignity, security, and freedom, especially those marginalized or disadvantaged, to ensure that all children have equal opportunities and that no custom, tradition, cultural, or religious practice is allowed to violate or restrict or prevent children from enjoying their rights. Thank you very much, dear friends. Let us explore other areas of this topic at depth in other videos. God bless you.